filling in orders right now from today. And it's funny because, I had started doing this as a hobby. And no, I'm not trying to sell $1 million worth of Star Wars CCG. Um, More than one business, but that's a whole other story. I'm going to talk about that later. I don't know anything about Pokemon, but Pokemon is still in print, which I think is funny. And McDonald's, of all places, is putting Pokemon cards in Happy Meals. And so I had confiscated a card from one of my 5-year-old. And I thought, I'm going to look this up real quick. And sure enough, some Pokemon Pikachu sold $1 that night. And I thought, oh, geez, that's freaking hilarious. So, of course, now, as you can probably imagine, we've made several trips to McDonald's. Got 3 kids, 5, 3, and 2. And they're just going to destroy them anyway. So, yeah, I did. I've sold at least 5 or 6 Pokemon cards. Have no interest, don't know the game, never played. I have 2 younger brothers that did collect and play all that, and never got into it. But here I am today. I sold 2 Pokemon cards that were stolen from my kids' Happy Meals. So there you have it. But for the most part, I do the Star Wars CCG as a hobby. I absolutely love it. I loved the game in high school, middle school. I'm sure all you have, and stopped collecting. I got a car. It was my sophomore year in high school, and I quit collecting. It was 2000, and I stopped collecting it indoor. I remember when I started having more money, so I remember buying a couple of booster boxes of indoor and having a good old time opening those. So fast forward 20 years, the pandemic happened, and pulling this stuff out of a closet and just start going through it, and I'd never once completed a set. So that was my goal, and now I just like, oh well, I have to share this because I know there's too many people that have been like literally the same thing, and so ultimately, I would love to see Star Wars cards back in print. I mean, my God, they're still printing Pokemon, and they're throwing them in McDonald's Happy Meals. Why can't they print Star Wars CCG? Okay, and without a vision, the people perish. That is I would love, if anything came out of all this, I would love to see Star Wars CCG back in print. Bring it back. But there's got to be a lot of demand. I mean, that's how it works, because if there's no money behind it. So this would be, I'll put this out there because I want to encourage other people to collect, if that's something they enjoyed in their youth. Getting close to 40 and still a big nerd. So, but if you enjoyed Star Wars CCG, definitely would encourage you to get back into it and complete that master set, however you define it, okay? Because if I say master set, someone's gonna say, well, that's every printable card from Decipher, and I just tell you right now, my master set does not include every single printed card from Decipher. I mean, for the love of the game, take for instance, bam, the Qui-Gon Jinn lightsaber cards that were alternate images, and if you play the game or know or collected, you already know about the foil reflections, the limited, unlimited, these cards play the same. They're a different image. I thought it was so stupid. Like when I first got back into it and started looking, I was like, why? But this one's supposed to be way more special because it's a different image. So my master set wouldn't actually include, I don't care about the alternate image cards. I don't really care about the unlimited cards. I just want to be able to collect a set of cards because I never was able to complete it. So my hopes is that through what I do would be able to help you complete sets or whatever it is your master set is. So as for me, if I get a hold of these cards, which I guess are pretty desirable by some, I guess I shouldn't throw it. At some point here, I would list this and sell it, and somebody would be really looking for this card, and that's what I hope for in all this. putting it out into the universe here. I'm going to be working to collect and get my master set, and in doing so, I'm hoping that eventually this extra surplus things, as I put, and Drew surplus, will fall into the hands of people that are really want it. So, if you're into collecting cards that are actually play the same, that's awesome. But I don't really care much for the unlimited, or the alternate images, or the flashy reflections. I will be putting that all out there for all you guys. But I did start to try to think outside the box, and I know someone might want this, so it's a future master set. This is Yoda. There is no try. There is no try. So if you're out there and you stumble across this video, look me up on eBay, Drew Surplus. I'm going to be putting all these extra cards that I have out there for you, so that you can complete your master set, whatever that is, however you want to define it. It's going to be out there. I actually have 100 cards that sold today, ironically, and 2 Pokemon. Still think that's funny. I'm not interested in getting into Pokemon by